You don't want to treat them better than when you transplant them. Because when you transplant them, this is when they reach now where they're ready to take off. And they're heading for this journey now to feed you. So in those, we already know we cannot get too much growth out of them. We cannot get them the way we would like them to indoors, but able to keep them growing, keep them standing is the important part. When we transplant them, after that, that's where we got to put in that extra care. Now is to make sure they survive. These looking pretty healthy so far. But the thing is, not because they look healthy, you could just give up. And you could just say, all right, okay, you growing, so I don't need to do anything for you again. I'm done with you. No, you still got to take care of them. You got to come. What I do sometimes, I water them maybe once a week. But sometimes what I do, I take my finger and I push it down. I push it down, and like this need water. Because I push my hand right down and the soil is basically dry. So I know it need water, but I'm still not going to give it water today. I might give it water in the next 2 days. Why? Because like I now said, I don't want to train them indoors, giving them the luxury. I don't want to give them luxury indoor. I want to give them luxury outside where they can grow and do their thing. All right? So taking care of seedling is a delicate process. You got to have patience because sometimes it don't always turn out the way you might want it to turn out. Sometimes you could see them looking so healthy, and then one day you see something different. This is why paying attention to them is important. You understand? So when you see a situation, you work on the situation and try to fix it. Because now is the time I want to make sure I keep these. These are pigeon peas right here, and these over here is sorrel. I want to keep them growing healthy indoors, so when I take them out, transplant them in the same type of soil, they're ready to take off. I have more pigeon peas here. Right, this is even more pigeon peas right here. This is more pigeon peas in this container. You see, more pigeon peas. I'm trying to grow as much as I can this season. Okay, Jim Mama say your seedling looking healthy. Yes, thank you, Jim Mama, thank you. Yes, I'm trying to keep them growing that because I can't take these outdoors until April. I gotta wait till April to take these outdoors. April. So I still have February, March, almost 3 months to take care of these things. So it's a challenge. It's a challenge. And this is why I say, guys, when you buy seedlings, we think it's expensive, which is kind of expensive. But the kind of work these people got to put in to keep these things, to grow them, and to sell you in the spring, it takes a lot of effort. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort. Because could you imagine, I still got to take care of these things for 3 months. They're almost a month old already. Yeah, they're almost a month, but I still got 3 months. But why? Why I sow them so early? The reason why I sow them so early is because I want them to be growing and getting mature. Because remember, every plant takes a certain time to produce, whether it's 3 months, whether it's 90 days, whether it's 120 days, whether it's 6 months, they take a certain time to produce. So if I'm growing them indoors, they might be growing as strong, but guess what? They're growing and their age is adding up at the same time. So by the time you take them out in the spring and they catch themselves and they shoot off, not too long after, you're gonna start seeing flowers because they their age is adding up. So this is what I'm saying. While you have them indoors, make sure you give them care. You want to take care of them, but you don't want to take care of them more than when you transplant them. When you transplant them, that's when you want to take care of them. You want to put them in better soil than they're in now. Not worse. It's got to be better soil so they could just, once you transplant them, they take off and they head into, start getting ready to push flowers, then getting ready to push food. So any plant, it doesn't matter whether it's these tropical plants. If you're doing peppers, it's the same thing. You want to start them indoors before you take them outdoor. You cannot start them outdoor. It's not going to be enough time. So any plant that you realize you got to deal with over 5-6 months, it's better you start them indoors. If you don't start them indoors, what's going to happen? You're not going to have enough growing time. If you're living in the tropical, it's different. But once you have to deal with cold weather, you know you can't plant them until the last frost pass, and you know you got to get them to harvest before the last frost, or you're not is waste of time planting them. So starting them indoor is important. And while they're growing, if you see their stalk, you see these long stalk, what you want to do, you basically want to take soil and build around them.